Governor Mutfwang dismisses false alarm of explosives at Old Youth Near Terminus Market. 13 killed as mining site caves in Basa local government area of Plateau State. Court of Appeal sets up special panel to commence River State political cases from Thursday. And on the foreign scene, new interim Prime Minister, Minister Alex Didier May takes office. Hello, welcome to News Updates on Trust Television. My name is Lilian Ogazi. And now to the news. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang has dismissed recent fears of an explosive device at the Old Jos University Teaching Hospital site near Terminus Market in Jos North local government area. In a statement, he clarified that the alarm was triggered by a misunderstanding. A pile of polythene bag was mistaken for a threat, causing unnecessary panic. Security agencies, including the anti-bomb squad, quickly investigated and confirmed there was no explosive device. Governor Mutfwang urged residents to stay vigilant, report suspicious activity, and continue their routines calmly. He reassured citizens of his administration's commitment to maintaining peace and security across Plateau State.
Yes, actually nothing is going on. I'm here to assure members of the public that all is well, and to further reassure them of their safety. This morning there was a report of a suspected who here, as you can see, that supposed to have been implanted with IED, but the EOD technicians were immediately deployed to the scene. They dug the place and discovered that nothing was inside the place.
But it was good that people were sensitive, that they saw an object and they suspected that this object should be investigated. I think that is part of what we are called to do in society. Let's be sensitive to things around us. Let's be sensitive to movements around us. Let's be sensitive to comments around us. We've been able to nip a lot of social media. Social media has become a tool of conflict creation. It has become a tool of destabilization, and we must be responsible in making sure that we manage social media responsibly.
We have joining us at this time from Jos, the Plateau State capital, Trust TV's reporter Ado Musa to give us an update. Thank you, Ado, for joining us on the news this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So we're looking for an update on what exactly is happening, and we're seeing the government coming out to say it was just a scare. Tell us in details what is really happening. Was there an explosion? Was there, tell us what exactly has been happening there at Terminus Market.
Yeah, well, I visited the location this afternoon, immediately, or rather even before the police issued a statement dismissing the whole thing. So when I visited there, I interviewed a lot of people on what was happening then, and a lot of them were telling me that they were not even aware of what is happening, because I saw a lot of people moving from one place to another, business activities moving on. So while some were telling me that definitely there was a rumor yesterday that some people were seen digging a hole around Terminus Market, and that was why they reported the issue to the police. Then the police came this morning to investigate. So we cannot independently say that whether there was an explosive device, because even the police came out to dismiss that when they investigated, they couldn't find anything. But at the moment, everything is moving fine. There is a vehicular movement. People are also going about their businesses because it is a business area.
Okay, this is quite shocking and a little bit different, I must say, because we saw reports, like the governor accused social media, and now you're saying you were there and, none of that was happening. We saw reports, saying that an explosion shook the city of Jos, and eyewitness reported, something happened at Terminus Market. You're saying that this did not happen. This is just something fabricated, as people who are even there have no idea of this?
Yes, just like I told you, I visited the location and I saw people moving from one place to another. And based on my interaction with people, what they have seen in social media, it wasn't true because there wasn't even any explosion this morning. The police came this morning, barricaded the Murtala Muhammad Way, preventing people from passing. So it was when people saw the police prevented people from moving around that particular location, that was when a lot of people now begin to see that the police has already identified an IED in the area, so people should not go to that area. I think that was where the social media now took it and then begin to spread that there was an IED that was identified in that location. So when I visited the place this morning, there wasn't anything like that. All I saw was I saw a hole quite okay. I also saw a kind of recent sign of hole digging, but the police said that they didn't find anything.
So, what's the ambience of people at that area at the moment? Although you stated that they are all calm, and the police said they didn't find anything, and you've also confirmed to us, but at the moment, what's the ambience like? Are people going about their normal activities, being that there was just a scare that happened a few moments ago?
Yeah, from the beginning, people were very afraid because of the fear of the unknown, because there was this experience a decade ago where people also experienced a kind of explosion around that particular area. So, but at the moment, after the police have already dismissed the rumor, they also allow people to move around that particular area. So everywhere is calm at the moment.
All right, thank you very much, Ado, for this update, and definitely we'll connect with you in the course of our news through the day to get further updates on what exactly is happening there in Jos. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, now moving away from that actually shows the power of social media. But moving away from that now, no fewer than 13 persons were on Monday killed at a mining site in Bassa, local government area of Plateau State, when part of the area collapsed. The chairman of the local government, Joshua Riti, who confirmed the incident to newsmen in Jos, described the incident as unfortunate. Riti, while expressing sadness over the number of deaths recorded, said the collapsed mining site is located at the boundaries between Bassa, Jos South and Jos North local government. Riti said 7 of the deceased hailed from Bassa local government. Trust TV reports that most of the deceased were youth between 18 and 30 years old. In a resurgence of violence over control of the Uheli main market revenue in Delta State, 2 people were shot dead in a suspected clash between the Okubo and Iwereko communities in Uheli North local government area. The incident is the latest in a series of hostilities between the 2 communities, which have a long-standing dispute over market revenue collection rights. The first victim, identified as Onome, popularly known as Oyibo, was shot while collecting payment from petty traders at the Uheli main market. The second victim, identified as Nathaniel, sustained several bullet wounds and was rushed to the Uheli Central Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Responding to the incident, the Uheli North Local Government Council Chairman Olorogun Jaro Egbo expressed deep concern and assured the public of immediate intervention by security agencies. A local community leader, speaking anonymously, denied the community's involvement in the attack, attributing it instead to suspected court-related violence. The Delta State Police Command is yet to issue a statement on the incident. Patients and their families staged a protest at the University College Hospital in Ibadan, Oyo State, on Monday, raising concerns over prolonged electricity and water shortages. The protest follows a 17-day power disconnection by Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company due to unpaid bills. The power cut has severely affected essential services at the hospital, halting surgeries, diagnostic tests, and other critical medical procedures. In a video shared by Oyo Affairs on X, protesters gathered at the hospital expressing frustration over the blackout, which they say has caused delays in patient care, including postponed test results. The protesters highlighted The added strain on patients, especially those in critical conditions, while others have faced postponed surgeries. The hospital's management has reportedly confirmed the situation, explaining that the hospital is built under the Band A electricity tariff structure, which requires a monthly payment of 80 million naira.
People are in pain. People are written in pain. People are dying in the world. No electricity, no light. Kilo day. And I joke on that and go management. That is just lay it down on the table. Stop killing people here. You are saying that's so different to the plight of the patient, and people are just dying because you protect your own relation when they come here. You think it's right for you. You see how the whole day.
Now, moving away from that, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has constituted a special 3-member panel to handle political cases from Rivers State, with sittings scheduled to begin on Thursday, November 14th. This move follows the escalating legal tussle stemming from a rift between Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his predecessor and current Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. The feud has led to a surge of legal cases from the state, creating factions among political actors and resulting in conflicting judgments from courts of similar authority, an issue that has drawn criticism from both judiciary stakeholders and the public. So, in an effort to streamline the resolution of these disputes, the Court of Appeal Resident Justice Monica Dongbang-Mensem has appointed a special panel to oversee all appeals related to political crisis in Rivers. The panel, headed by Justice Onyekachi Otisi, with Justice Misura Bokaji Yusuf and James Abundaga, will tackle cases that involve key political figures and factions within the state. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has stopped importing refined petroleum and is now off-taking fuel from the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and other local refineries. NNPC's Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari disclosed this on Monday at the ongoing conference of the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists, which was held in Lagos and themed Resolving the Nigerian Energy Trilemma: Energy Security, Sustainable Growth and Affordability. This is coming at a time when some petroleum marketers insisted that they would import petroleum products and sell at a price lesser than that of the $20 billion refinery. In August, President Bola Tinubu said the country had spent an average of 2 trillion naira on fuel importation monthly. This is news updates coming to you from Trust TV. Coming up, experts warn of health implications of bitter cola consumption as demands soar. More to come after the break. Do stay. You are welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is news updates coming to you from Trust TV. Let's take a look at our headline stories again. Governor Mutfwang dismisses false alarm of explosives at Old Youth near Terminus Market. And we also told you that 13 killed as mining site caves in Basa local government area of Plateau State. Now moving on to other stories, the National Assembly Joint Committee on Works in collaboration with development partners, government stakeholders and financial institutions are working on ways to address critical challenges faced by local contractors in Nigeria. This is aimed at building a sustainable partnership that will enhance their capacity and competitiveness with other contractors for infrastructural projects awarded to governments at all levels. The reports.
This summit is dedicated to addressing the critical challenges faced by local contractors in Nigeria, fostering dialogue and building sustainable partnerships that will enhance their capacity and competitiveness. The primary goal is to create a platform where local contractors can connect with government stakeholders, financial institutions, and development partners, thereby reinforcing local content and contributing to national development. In their welcome remarks, the joint chairman from both chambers highlighted the challenges encountered by local contractors when bidding for contracts, but assured that with these collaborative efforts, specific challenges will be identified and dealt with. assuring that local contractors will be given more access to government contracts.
As you all know, Nigeria has a vast and diverse landscape, one that holds immense potential for growth and development. However, to truly unlock this potential, we need an approach that maximizes local resources, skills, and talent. It's time to embrace our local contractors, not only as stakeholders, but as partners in our journey towards national development. We need a construction industry that is driven by local content, benefiting our people and fortifying our economy.
Nigeria's infrastructure landscape is vast and diverse, presenting numerous opportunities for growth, development, and transformation within the renewed hope agenda of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. However, our local contractors face significant challenges that hinder their potential to contribute to national goals. Challenges such as limited access to long-term financing, inadequate equipment, lack of insurance facilities, and issues of insecurity have long been an obstacle to the growth and success of local contractors.
In their responses, stakeholders applauded their partnership, stating that it will benefit the contractors and the country in terms of growth and infrastructure development.
Nigeria can ensure that MDS, that is Ministry, Department, and agencies of government, comply with the provision of the executive order. This collaborative framework not only enhances the effectiveness of public projects, but also contributes to the overall growth of the Nigerian economy. Together, these stakeholders can build infrastructure essential for a sustainable future, enabling Nigeria to fully realize the potential as a leading nation in Africa.
And we also say without Nigerian engineers, in the scheme of things, we are going nowhere. So we represent a brand, and it's a good brand. And today we're talking about Local Contractors Summit. I want to see how we can empower and build the capacity of local engineers.
The two-day event will enable attendees gain practical knowledge on the best practices in procurement, maintain compliance, and leverage on regulatory framework to compete fairly and successfully.
Nigerians have been warned to be wary of over-consuming bitter cola, despite its many benefits, as doing so may pose grave danger to the body. Commonly referred to as Namijingoro in northern Nigeria, its popularity has surged despite the fact that it has not natively grown in the region. Trust TV's Abdulaziz Ibrahim takes a closer look at the health implications of its use and what drives increase in demand and price. The reports.
Scientifically known as Garcinia cola, bitter cola is rich in nutrients and has properties that help boost immunity and protect the body from cell damage. Sold at major junctions and hold-ups, the nut is bought mainly by men. Several people buy the nut and even eat it with dates. It's known as a performance enhancer for people that are married, and it can help one maintain overall wellness. Though it's beneficial for many, Kano-based nutritionist Awal Musa says the nut also contains substances that require caution when consumed.
We are advocating for people to eat the fruits of bitter cola, maybe moderately, maybe once a while, maybe 3 times a week is okay. It's not necessarily for somebody to take it every day, in the sense of it boosts the ejaculation or the erectile dysfunction. It can prevent all this. These are some fallacy. It's not realistic. Before to accept this, we have to, bring an evidence-based references.
This is Mariri Kola Nut Market in Kano, where bitter cola has become a sought-after commodity amongst the variety of cola nuts sold here.
Cola it don't reach now. It don't scarce at Yoruba land. But now the price of cola is high.
Despite not being traditionally grown in northern Nigeria, Bitter cola's medicinal benefits has created a massive demand here. Its price has soared from 20 naira to as much as 200 naira per knot as its value increases both locally and internationally to the delight of bitter cola merchants.
Alhamdulillah, shi namijin goro da gan shi gaskiya abu ne kuma Allah ya ɗaukaka shi yanzu ba kama can shekarun baya ba, yanzu ya samu ci gaba sosai.
The demand now is very high. This is because it's not only for local buyers, but for export as well. Countries all over are requesting bitter cola in both dried form and the powdered form. So we are seeing its price rise because of this new global interest. As demand continues to grow, it's clear that bitter cola holds a unique place in both local tradition and the international market. Abdulaziz Ibrahim, Trust TV News.
Now moving on, President Bola Tinubu on Monday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, called for an end to Israeli aggression in Gaza, warning that the conflict in Palestine has persisted for far too long and inflicting immeasurable suffering. Addressing the extraordinary Arab Islamic Summit convened to address the current situation in the Middle East, Tinubu expressed with deep concern the humanitarian conditions in Gaza. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said President Tinubu, reiterating Nigeria's call for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, affirmed the country's support for a two-state solution where both Israel and Palestinians can coexist in security and dignity.
Your Highnesses, let us forget the human cost of this conflict. We must prioritize the voices of the families torn apart. The children who grew up in fear and the communities that for long rescue for stability. It is our responsibility to advocate for their rights, build a future where their dreams are no longer stifled by nightmare. I call upon all of us to come together in solidarity, to stand firm in our resolve, and to work towards peaceful coexistence, free from fear and violence. Together we can turn the vision of a two-state solution into reality. I say until then, we cannot relent.
Alex Dida Fils Aime was sworn in on Monday as the capital Port-au-Prince faced a new wave of violence shortly after his inauguration. Gunfire erupted at Toussaint-Louverture International Airport, where gangs targeted a commercial Spirit airline flight landing from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Shots fired at the plane struck a flight attendant who sustained minor injuries, according to reports from Spirit Airlines and the U.S. Embassy. The flight, originally bound for Port-au-Prince, was diverted and safely landed in the Dominican Republic. In response, some airlines have temporarily suspended operations to Haiti due to ongoing security concerns. During his inauguration, Fils Aime underscored the critical need for security, noting that the first essential task that will determine the success of transition is to re-establish the security of people, property, and infrastructure, food security, and freedom of movement throughout the country. With that, we've come to the end of News Updates here on Trust TV. Do not forget that you can follow us across all our social media platforms for news, programs, and documentaries. Thank you for joining. I am Lilia Magazi. Bye for now.